And mics are hot. Sorry. Hi, everybody. Welcome to ZealZaddy. This is our Tales from the Loop, Things from the Flood, mishmash campaign. My name is Scott. My pronouns are he, him. And tonight's episode is Blackout. If you saw last week, it all ended with the lights across the city, from starting with the football game going and going out. That's where we had left. Before we get to that, though, you can find us everywhere at ZealZaddy or at ZealZaddy RPG on TikTok. You can we actually have a playlist of music that we've all kind of either inadvertently or advertently added songs to. I'm going to drop it in case you want to listen while we play. Those are songs that have either been mentioned in it or mentioned in backstories of characters or what have you. And a few songs that I threw in because I think that they'll probably get mentioned by me. They may or may not, but most of them are. We would love it. We love it when everyone uses the clip command. That's ! Clip. That way it captures favorite moments. Those are super cool to see and find out about. What else? You can get our D&D and our Cypher System supplements on DriveThruRPG. Just you find ZealZaddy there, and they're all ours. So let me get everybody in here. Let's get started on this thing. Make sure I hit the right button. We're in the right place. Yes, we're in the 90s. Perfect. All right, why don't we let everybody go around and say who they are? Why don't we start with Sia?
All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Natalie. I go by she, they. You can find me most places on the internet with Ghost Candle or Ghostly Candle on Twitch and YouTube. I am an artist and play in tabletop games when I can. So make sure you follow, see what I'm doing with my life, I suppose. And here in this game, I am playing Sia, aka Savage, to her closest friends, or just savage in the most savage way to everyone else. A very troubled teen girl who knows what's going on in her head, and maybe we'll find out.
All right, Frosted Flakes.
Hello, everybody. I am playing Ruben, otherwise known as Frosted Flakes. And yeah, this is going to be, as Scott said, we're in the Blackout, so we'll see how this goes. Do I'll live, hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. I mean, Ruben has a cool, maybe a robot friend, Tick Tick, so he can die happy. If he has to die, at least he made a robot friend, so there's that. All right, and I'll give it back to Scott.
All right, I'll give it back to Hunter.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
I'll be playing Hunter, our lovable, kind of dumb, and kind of made some bad decisions, but he's on the mend. Jock, quarterback, but when I'm not playing here, you can find me at RoboSardy on the socials making art and animation. But I'm excited for the game. And I think, but Hunter is very disappointed about how that he lost his chance to make it into playoffs. What is he going to do with himself? But excited to play tonight.
All right. Finny.
Hey, I'm Tiffany. I play Serafina. She also goes by Finny. She's a determined high school senior trying to win all the scholarships so she can become a film major and not care what her parents say about it. And she recently broke up with Hunter over his decision to see other women while he was dating her. And so now she has mended the family by saying, okay, Hunter, you gotta regain your respect from me. And she's doing pretty good. She's got her revenge hot outfit on and is just trying to move forward. Her dad's the mayor, and he hinted at knowing some of it's become apparent to her that he has been investigating Crafta, so I'm sure that will become more important as time goes on. As for myself, I run a YouTube channel called Dungeon Damsels. Michael plays in it. It's a 5e homebrew campaign. It's very cozy, so if you'd like something that's you could put on in the background and have a lot of content for it, then you could do that. I'm excited to play it. This game, we got really talented RPGers. I say that every time, and I mean it every time. So you're in for a treat.
All right. I have the two of you in the wrong spots. Damn it.
Yeah.
After all that effort.
No, roll with it. Switch. You two are playing each other's characters.
Go!
Adrian. And I'll switch you live.
Hello, everybody. You can find me on. My name is Grimm. You can find my posts at __ Grimm on the internet. I am a game reviewer and game designer. Friday at itch.io/empathic_Grimm. Friday, by the end of the day, we should be having up the trash can finally of By the Hero's Side, the solo TTRPG I have designed using a combination of a standard deck of cards and some dice in order to kind of play out the journey of your traditional kind of Japanese fantasy hero going through the Demon Lord Overlord's lair. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. So Friday, keep an eye out for it. Otherwise, you will find me here right now playing Adrian Carlson, the very, very broken kid who is trying so very hard to take care of his friends and is not doing a great job of it. And yeah, so kicking it back to Scott.
All right. And Karate Kid.
Yeah. What's up, travelers? I am Morgan with My Play Mondays. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me everywhere on social media except on Twitter at My Play Mondays. On Twitter is at My Play Mon. I'm the founder of My Play Mondays. Me and myself and I and several other people. We are professional GMs. You can reach out through our website, myplaymondays.com, and find some run games for you. In this game, I am playing Riker Wilds, aka the Karate Kid. He is a good kid turned street kid after his father disappeared, presumed dead in the flood, and the flood that changed our town. And now I'm just trying to figure out my life while trying not to lose hope about my dad. So I am excited to play with you guys. This, as Tiffany said, this is an amazing group, and I mean, we've been playing about 3 years together, or two to 3 years together. So love this group. I look forward to playing with them. So come join, watch, have fun.
It's more like 3 to 4 years, I think, now. Elixir was 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. All right. So the lights from the football stadium out. The first thing you notice as the lights go down is the crescent moon that's dim in the desert night. You are in a warm deserty climate, and that it offers little in the way of light. It's a sliver of reflected light coming from it. The blackness is even darker than you're used to when you travel outside the city, because at least the city itself creates light. And as they dim, one thing that does become very interesting and apparent is suddenly you can see the stars and the wash of the Milky Way running across the sky. And people in the stands really sit for a minute in awe at the sight. It's beautiful when the lights go out. But what's unexpected, more so than even all that, isn't the darkness, it's the silence. People whisper pretty far away, and you can hear them like they're openly talking, and their words carry on the air. Like they were just thrust back into the food chain. They whisper silently and start to get out of the stands and start slowly moving about, trying to get home. You see lighters go on to give a little bit of light. And then there's a loud pop in the distance. Adrian, you know the sound of that. That is the sound of a transformer blowing. And then you
That's not
hear
good.
a couple of them, some closer, some further. And then the police sirens become apparent in the distance in different spots through
We
the city.
should stay here and wait.
So I'm not against that because with everybody trying to go home without the lights on and everything, it's going to be kind of chaotic. We're probably
There are
safe if we-
blown transformers all over the city. You hear those pops? Each one of those is a different major transformer going. There's going to be downed wires. There's going to be all sorts of issues. It'll be best if we just chill.
See, can you make me an investigation check, please?
Sure.
Oh.
Let's see. Dulcia investigation, you said?
Yes.
That is 6 dice for her.
Oh, where did it go? I had my GM screen here for it. I cannot find it.
guys, like, so what do you think's happening?
I think it's
I-
those
Do you
spider
want the
robots
ans-
again.
Do you want the answer that
dead?
they're going to be giving everything, or that's what I'm afraid of? I'd rather it not be, but there's a chance that could be the case.
Got 1 success.
You hear a little buzzing sound, and then it goes quiet. And it seemed like it was pretty close. You had heard it before when the dragonflies were buzzing about in the sky over the field.
All right, so I have my own lighter out, and I just sort of have my hand out again like I offered to the initial dragonflies and sort of position in the direction that I heard the buzz.
And you take your lighter out, and you notice out of the corner of your eye that it is sitting on your shoulder. Its little wings are like slowly moving like dragonflies' wings do. And it's not doing anything, just sitting on your shoulder doing that.
Okay. I just very, very slowly start pulling my hand up over my shoulder and try and like cup around it.
And you feel the little tiny touch of its legs like cling to the tips of your fingers as you cup it.
Okay. Hey, can someone hold my lighter?
Yeah,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Whatever.
Go ahead. Have it.
Try and like shift it off my shoulder and just have it in between my hands.
And you can.
I got one of the dragonflies.
Is it?
Shiny.
Ruben, maybe
Yeah,
you
is
can
it
talk to it.
Shiny.
Does it want to? Is it trying to guide us somewhere, or is it just watching us? Like, what's going on?
Sort of on the end, like lift up my thumb a little bit, see if I can get any light gleaming off of it.
When you do it, its wings start to beat really fast.
Oh.
Like it's trying to escape.
Well, once out of my hands. The thing is, with this darkness, we'll probably lose it quickly if it flies off.
Do we have any sort of container we can put it in?
Serafina I said she had a soda, so she I imagine it was like a fountain soda,
Yeah.
so she's just gonna like, all right.
Well, should we?
Eh,
But
Whoa.
if it is a robot, should we trap it in something? I mean,
Yeah, I'm kind of with Ruben.
I wouldn't want to be trapped in something.
Okay, she's just holding her
Like,
soda.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm just saying you can. I'm
They've been
just I
coming
don't
to you
know.
guys, right? They've been coming to both Savage and you, Frosted, right?
Well, it was mostly Reuben, but this one landed on me.
And
Okay.
again, it was at the school though, so it might not have just been me. I mean, there's a lot of people at the school, so it could have been.
Ruben, it's you. All right. We
Nah,
feel like it's
man.
you.
Ruben, you're the chosen one.
I
These
mean,
robots,
yeah,
they
you're
want
the
you.
one that honors the land.
So
Huh.
maybe I don't know. Maybe we let it see what it does. Maybe it'll take us somewhere. Maybe it'll I don't know. Maybe it's just watching us. But I don't know if we should really trap it. What are we gonna do when we trap it? What's the point of that?
Finny, the cheerleaders, the volleyball players around you, you can't really see them, and they're sitting right there. You feel a couple of them like touch you, and like, Finny, what should we do?
We're just gonna hang out here. Police will come. There's probably gonna be some downed wires. So it's gonna be dark at home and dark here.
And you feel people starting to kind of shuffle past. You can, like, they'll touch you enough to kind of get past, and when they're really, really close, you get a little bit of light off that reflecting off them from the moon, but it's just a sliver, or you see their silhouette breaking the star pattern in the sky behind you. And you see somebody going past, and there's a shine of metal on their face.
I Seraphine is intense. She's just gonna grab his arm. Hold up. The shiny faced person.
Oh, and you hear, who's there? And it sounds like a girl you recognize, somebody from school.
Is it Blondie?
It's not. You would know that voice.
It's I realized that it's the kid I threw a book at. Okay, cool. She just very calmly says, "Watch your step. There's people sitting."
Sorry. I'm just trying to get down from here. I'm working my way
As she goes away, Riker's gonna turn and say, "Could at least said sorry for the book."
I'm not gonna apologize in the dark.
There.
And Hunter, you feel someone end up bumping you.
Yeah, I turn to see who it is.
And then a light goes on, a lighter, and you see Aaron and Audrey standing in front of you, and their faces go pale, like, and they actually physically like duck a little bit, and then Audrey stands up, and you see her hand, it has a little bit of light from the moon, tense up.
I swear this time it's not me. And I like turn over towards the direction that they're looking.
And the moment you turn, you feel the impact of a fist to your nose. The hardest hit you've taken in a long time. You son of a bitch! And crack. Can I get...
Do we see this?
Hey, yo,
You see a silhouette just suddenly lash out an arm. That's it. That's like it's blackness.
Do we hear?
Right.
What am I definitely hearing?
What am I rolling?
Probably heard Hunter going,
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you make me I gotta see a sheet.
Force body.
Yeah, it would be a force, no, not body, a force move roll.
Okay.
To try not to get
Knocked over.
cracked right in the nose.
Knock him
Oh,
off.
nice. Let's see. Getting any bonus? Oh, yeah, she gets you. And but she doesn't break it or anything, but it is a hard hit. You broke my nose, you asshole.
I said I was sorry.
And the light, like, it's hard to keep those little big lighters lit for very long. They get hot, so it goes off, and it's just black again. But you feel that her hand is on your arm.
Yeah, and I try to grab her to just kind of have her still and stop flailing at me. And
Can you make me a move roll?
Sure.
And when you do so, the moment you do so, another light goes on, maybe Aaron. It seems like Aaron had a light, and you go to grab her, and your hands are, you grab her arm, and one hand is right over, but not quite touching, an area you don't want to be grabbing. And the light flashes on, and Finny, you see this, like, what the?
No, this is not what it's supposed to.
I just
That's
like raise my like soda and take a long sip.
She was trying to hit me when there's a blackout.
And while
Look, and I like put my hands up.
And you put your hands up, and she takes another swing. Can I get another roll for you, please?
At this point, can we start interfering with this?
Sure.
Yeah, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, as she's
At
like,
this point,
wait, as she's like swinging at me, I'm just like, wait, I'm sorry, please, not during a crisis, and not when we didn't make playoffs. Come on, please, wait.
Can I try to grab her hand?
Yeah, you
midair,
can.
like. All right. What do you want me to roll for that?
Body, force body.
Here, and I'm gonna make my move roll. Hey,
So-
all right.
Oh, yeah.
As-
You saw that one coming with the. Thank goodness for the lighter.
as that happens, Adrian's going to lean forward. Unless you guys want some secrets spilled, you don't want spilled, move on.
Riker, make your roll.
Yeah, I was rolling it. Boom.
You grab her arm mid swing, and they
Not right
stop and look back, not seeing much, just a touch of Adrian, and they let you go, Hunter, and they kind of stumble their way
along.
down the bleachers.
As I said, for the record, I think he deserved it a little bit. So good hit.
This isn't.
You got the one.
Yeah, now you got the one. Yep.
The worst part, Hunter. She was wearing rings.
Oh,
All right, let me see. Let me see your face.
is my
Let me see.
There's a two little cuts where the rings had hit on his
Yeah.
cheek.
Hey, you
right
want the
before
good news or the bad news?
give me the good news.
It's
I need
not
something.
broken.
Solid. Cool.
The bad news, and I go and I actually press the two cuts together so it hurts just a little bit.
Ah.
There you go.
Yeah, they're
I'm just
big
making sure
cuts,
that this-
just enough to hurt.
Yeah. Just enough to hurt. All right. It should clear up by the end of the tomorrow. You probably scab over by tomorrow. You'll be fine.
Hunter, as an ex-con, you notice that the police cars start to converge. Like a lot of the sounds seem to be heading in a direction. Not here though, a different direction.
Yeah, and I look towards the sirens. I'm like, yo, looks like the fuzz is going towards where the crime is.
Are you done? Can you be done?
When he
No,
points it
he-
out,
Man,
though,
what-
can we
what
hear where
direction
it's
is
coming
that?
from? Yeah.
Something. I get up. Do I still see them? Like I still see his lighter.
Yeah, they're using
So-
it to kind of walk, but it goes off every now and then for a few.
Well, mine's a
seconds.
Zippo. We established that.
Yeah.
Yours is a Zippo. You can hold yours.
Mine's the
for
good
long.
one.
Yours is a real light.
Yeah.
There's a shitty.
Thanks, Dad.
I go over to. I follow Sia's light and go over to it.
All right.
You know, I think Doofus is onto something because my dad has been investigating Krafta, and he said that he was going to do something that might result in his job being lost. So I'm guessing
You wouldn't
towards.
do this. Right?
I mean,
Causing a blackout's one thing. Going
I mean, there's.
I mean,
I don't think he intentionally caused it, but maybe his actions unintentionally caused it.
Scott, is the sirens going towards like where the mayor's office are or the police station? Because that's something I'm thinking about too. The other.
Well, there's two police
What
stations
direction?
in the city. So.
But is this one of the directions where?
Yeah, sure. In ish. I mean, it's not like.
is it going towards the old loop facility at all?
No, that's the other way.
Okay. That was my big concern.
And that place is always dark out there, except for the little
Yeah.
sliver of light on the cooling towers.
Is that light still on?
Yep.
Is her dad's office in that same direction?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it could be her dad because it's the same direction. That's where your dad's office is, in that direction, right?
Yeah, his office is over that way. Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple things it could be. Could either be something that he's been doing, or the robots are freeing their friend.
Well,
That's what I was thinking at this point.
I see one of two things. We can sit here asking questions, or we can go try to find out.
Oh, you think it could be Tick Tick or Robert or
What
RS, that first robot we ran into.
Yeah.
And I kind of just look at a little dragonfly that I have in my hands, like, oh, I better let you go. Make sure no bats try and take you out. I sort of open up my hands gently to.
I lean over towards Ruben. I'm like, Ruben, no,
Flies
wait,
off.
wait, Ruben, try to talk to it. What do
I think maybe when it gets to a size of a dragon, it might be able to talk there, Hunter.
So, do we want to walk there? Or what do we want to do? Are we staying here? What's the plan?
The lights are back on, right?
No.
No, okay.
No.
not
Just
yet.
our lighters. I guess I'll take my
Lighters.
Zippo back because I handed it off.
Well, I mean, if
I mean-
we stick together, it might be okay.
I mean,
but-
We-
I'm with Ruben on that one. Stick together. Stay
Yeah.
or leave. We go to it together. 100%.
I mean, we might as well. I mean, the game's a bust. I mean,
You know, technically this happened
Tragedy.
before this technically happened before the clock ran out. You might be able to argue a replay.
oh my gosh, bro, you think so?
Maybe.
Time was still cooking out. You know, it hadn't finished out all of the way. They just had gotten the ball for the down, but people
Yeah,
can
it was
make
close.
arguments.
It was close, and maybe people weren't sure if it was a first down or not.
Maybe
I
maybe Joey got distracted by lights going out.
yeah.
I mean, I always love the brain on you, Adrian. Come on.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Just like
So are we all in agreement? Are we all going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
where are we going to stop by first?
Probably tell your team stay here, or
Yeah,
Well, you can
I
hear
look
them
towards the
all.
football team. Like, how are they doing?
not your team. I'm talking about her team.
Oh, well, okay. That's
Yeah, we've been
fine.
sitting around them.
Yeah,
Only
there's
'cause
a
they're
little
around
army in a
us.
wedge behind her, just like following about.
Mhm.
You can dismiss the PIs.
Policy. Okay, I turn around to Angie and I'm like, okay, we're gonna try to figure out what's going on. I would recommend staying here.
We're
But-
going home.
Yeah, you can go home.
All right.
It might be dangerous, just so you know. So walk in pairs. Don't go alone.
Hey, why don't you all come over to my house? We'll go together, all of us. And they're all like, yeah, good idea.
Yeah, go to Angie's.
And they
I
start
think
stumbling down the bleachers. Ow! Ooh. Somebody got a lighter? Yeah, I got one. Why the hell aren't you using them already? And then a few lighters go on.
Brilliance in motion. Brilliance
Got to
in
save
motion.
them though. I mean, they don't last forever. So
Yeah, maybe I should talk to football team. You know, just see.
You can
Like-
do that later.
Hunter, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I know you're right. They'll be fine.
All right, let's get.
And you get down and out of the stadium and to the street area, and there's a police at the intersection here that is kind of directing people out and kind of giving them guidance. They've got all their lights on to give as much light to the area as they can now, and he's outside the car, kind of directing people as much as he can. But you've got to go many, 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 many blocks before the next police. There just aren't enough to pull one into the corner or anything. And you see people are, they're slowly walking to their homes and wherever they go. You see a few cars start to, the headlights on cars start to go on. And it only takes a few cars before you lose the beauty of the sky with the stars and the Milky Way wash across it. And you get the light pollution of the city again, just less. And you're walking in the direction that you were planning. Actually, which direction were you going? Where were you going?
Where are we going?
Towards the sirens. Towards the sirens.
Towards the
Okay.
sounds of police.
All right, so you're
As we're going, I want to keep my
Sound
eye
of
out
the
too. Just like
police.
I'm just keep like a scan of just what's around us as we go.
Hey, Jason,
Sorry.
welcome in.
I don't think anybody has caught that but me and you, man.
I know. That's all that matters.
The siren sounds are still moving, but they're moving pretty slowly, even for police cars, just because they don't want to hit anybody. And without any other lights, it's really hard to know whether someone's going to be in the road. Can I get I want a group roll for hold on, forget the name of it. My brain is mush at the moment, as usual.
Investigate?
For investigate.
We're about to be
yes,
taken
please.
down.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
okay.
investigate.
We got a good investigation. Okay.
Yo, no
Whoever has the
problem.
highest,
Check it.
And then
Alright.
an extra 2 dice for everyone else feeding into it.
I have 9 for
Wow.
investigation, so
That sounds great.
And it was a 9 + 2 then, Brent, for that roll?
Yep.
So you add 2 to it?
Yep. Add 2 to it for everyone else pitching in.
9. Okay. Wait, so
So
I add
we-
2 or who's?
You add 2.
roll
No,
it,
you add 2.
Oh,
Gotcha.
gotcha. Okay.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Where do I add my dice to
You're
that?
almost
Click on the
guaranteed to
thing.
get 2 or 3, unless you
Yeah,
get
I
none.
mean,
You'd
got,
It's
think.
possible.
I
mean-
literally rolled 9 dice and got nothing.
Yeah,
so.
that's happened a couple times. Once or twice.
So
I rolled-
think-
Yeah.
I rolled 10 for one last week and didn't
Okay.
get anything. Good lord.
Did it roll? Oh, no, there we go. Okay. Sorry, there we go. Had to add the dice because I'd go back to our Tales from the Loop and add the other dice, but I think we're good. We'll see.
Oh, Dan, you got
Oh,
5.
big money.
Oh, no, you.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So you're moving about, and you get several blocks away, and like it is pitch black here. There's a couple buildings up, even blocking any moonlight. The police cars are not in the area. You hear the sirens, and then there's a sliver of light from the moon as you start to cross the street, and you see something move on the other side of the street through the little sliver of light, and it moves in a mechanical way.
I'm gonna just be like, okay. I'm gonna say, okay, there's something. I'm gonna point out where it is. I'm gonna see if I can dash and get to it really quick. Like I'll tell from where it is. I'm gonna try to dash at the same time, if I can.
So you're gonna run across the street over there, and while doing so, saying there's something over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
you can dash. Although I do need you to make me a move body roll
Okay.
because you cannot see what's in front of you or what the ground is like.
I'm about to get hit by a
like
car, everybody. That's where Ruben goes.
Surf, can I also run with him, or is he too far away?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you can
oh.
run.
Well, I mean, I said it pretty loud because I'm gonna point like there's
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
line up
Make
for
me a
us.
move
She-
body.
So
She knows Ruben is prone to bolting, so
I mean,
she
Yeah.
will
yeah, that's
be ready to keep
but,
pace.
Okay,
Okay.
So if anybody's
All right,
going,
so that's gonna be
with it, we can
body.
Move body.
Yes.
9. Okay, body. So you add 4 to it. Okay. Edit.
Wait.
1, 2,
So
3,
we're just
4.
rolling straight body, right? Nothing. No adding to it.
There.
All right.
It's move. It's move. I think.
Yeah, it's move.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's move.
Body move.
Hey, we all got successes.
All right.
Yay!
I'm about to. I'm trying if I can get it. There we go.
And see it.
There we
Got
go.
A couple
Roll.
of successes. So you're running across the street, and it's pretty rough.
So
There's
Ruben.
there's the side of the gutter, and you kind of get you feel it as you're going, dashing as much as you can, and you get over there, and the first one actually would be Sia, but Ruben would be right there, and then Finney would be right behind that. But as you
And-
get
and
there,
Riker.
suddenly you see this LED panel just light up brightly on you, and you hear, "Move back for your safety. It is dark here.
Yeah, no kidding. What are you doing here? What's your designation?
For your safety, you should go home.
Do you know RS?
I do not know what you're speaking of. You should go home. It is not safe in this amount of darkness for your eyes.
Is it?
You cannot see.
So
in
it's
this
safe for
darkness.
you? Is it safe for you? Can you see in this darkness?
Yes.
Well then,
Please
maybe you
return
can
to
help
your house,
us.
to your home. You should not be out here.
Okay, but
The police are directing everyone home.
what are you? Okay, but what are you doing? If you don't mind us asking.
You should
It's a
go
dictator.
home. This is not a safe evening for people with
I-
human eyes.
I come up, I'm like, yo, we're buddies with Tick Tick and Robert. Like we're all here to help, baby. Come on.
I do not know those names.
As we're talking, can I kind of like try with my Zippo, shine around it to see if it's like connecting up to anything or if there's anything else around it?
Smart.
And you see there is a cable coming out the back of it that is connected to one of the power-up poles.
Yeah, I sort of just, if Adrian came over, I nudge him and lightly point to the cable.
Do we see any ooey gooey bits on him as she's running the light around?
There's, it may be a little moist on around like a couple of.
Is he juicy?
Oh,
Is
no.
he
Juicy. Oh, that's
juicy
good.
boy?
How juicy is a?
There are
On a
a
scale
few
of juicy.
semi-open panels that have growth
Black
or something
sludge.
kind of dripping out
Okay.
a little bit.
Juicy.
Cool.
It is not safe for you, and it takes a step to kind of block your sight, Sia, of it at the pole. Like it took notice that you were seeing that cable, that you were looking at it that way.
I am going to look at Sia and make a motion to, keep the focus on her. And then Adrian is going to try to sneak around and yoink this cable.
Don't. 'Cause
All right, so let me get a. Oh, look at your sheet.
I think I try to grab your hand, but as you're doing it, but like obviously I'm not going to stop you. Kind of thing. It's like I'm not able to get to you in time.
I really need to get my thing. Give me a sneak roll, please. Sneak body.
Yep.
I gotta find my.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
No, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
No. So Adrian is looking like, what do you want to do then?
No, I'm saying as you already grabbed it, it would have been like a
Okay.
late reaction. I'm saying I'm doing that as like a late reaction.
And as this is happening, Ruben will ask him, "What is your name?"
It doesn't answer that question. Let's
That's
see
what I
sneak.
thought. Yep.
And
Plus now you can say it's my fault if this goes bad.
the cable is actually attached really tightly, like it's plugged in and holding. So when you were able to sneak, but you weren't able to just yank it out. Hey Sean, welcome in.
Do you want to be left alone?
Yes, please. You should go to your designated homes to be safe. It is a blackout. Human eyes cannot see in this amount of darkness.
Well, we'll look to the group like maybe we should just.
How we
It
can
doesn't
help.
want, but it doesn't.
Oh,
Yes, but you only help if something wants to be helped.
It doesn't know if
So-
it can trust us.
I mean,
So,
do we have time?
Does it need our help?
I mean,
I
the other
mean-
big thing is we could just. He's cabled in. He doesn't have that far he can go. We can just walk around him.
But
Yeah,
what
and
point would
honestly,
that
I
be,
don't-
though? Oh, you mean just to go in front of him? I get it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we can just
I
walk
follow.
around him.
Yes. Oh, yes. That's very
Yeah,
true.
He won't stop you from going where you want to go.
Yeah, we
Right,
came across the street to him, so we can just continue on.
yeah.
Is he in the dark from
Yeah.
like the how? So everyone can see him. If we can see him like that, it's pretty clear that he's just here, though, right? If we could spot him,
Yeah,
was it kind of
he
just
looks
like-
like he's the only one here. And then when you take a few
He'll
steps,
be all right.
it brings its LED back down to no light at all.
yes,
Or
and
it's
wise, make
black
sure
now.
you keep your lights down because we spotted you. So you might want to make sure you're
Don't get caught.
dark. If yeah, okay, but do you have anything that anyone can drape something over him with? I don't think anyone does. Anyone's wearing a jacket or nothing. So, oh well.
Mm-mm.
It was
He'll be
pretty
all
hard
right.
to see even out here.
Mhm.
You
Good,
just have to
okay.
catch a little bit of moonlight that was lucky enough for you to see it.
Right. so-
I mean, I'm wearing my varsity jacket, but I'm not gonna put that on him. Come on.
As you go past it, it kind of turns its front panel toward you as you go. Kind of, perhaps that's where its sight sensors are. Maybe.
As we walk, I'm going to say this is getting way too dangerous, I think, for them. Because did Hunter tell us about the robot he saw as we're walking? Did you tell us about the robot you saw?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Robert.
Robert. So they're all. I fear. I don't know. Well,
But I don't know if this guy was with like, I mean, the robot I saw and the robot you saw, they weren't juicy, right? I mean,
Not that you saw.
This- yeah.
I mean,
no.
the RS
Well,
one
so-
you didn't know was juicy till you opened the
But-
panel.
Right. I mean, so if anything's acting that kind of away from a robot programming, we have to assume it's juicy. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be acting like that if it wasn't.
And it makes sense they might not all be connecting with each other because we don't all connect with each other either. So
Right. Although I'm curious, I kind of want to have a conversation with Tick Tick about why he disconnected himself from the group.
well, that's funny you should say that.
No.
Are you guys? What is that supposed to?
Ruben?
Just let Ruben finish.
What is that supposed to-
What's going on,
Um,
Ruben?
Are you guys busy tomorrow at 3 p.m.? I'm assuming that's when school gets out. I think it wasn't it around
Tomorrow's
3
Saturday.
I think.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Well, no, but the time it was the same time though after school. So because that's when I taught to take. So it was around 3, right?
Yeah.
What school?
Okay.
There's no school tomorrow.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I just meant the time. I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I just meant
Oh yeah,
3 p.m.
we're as far as I know.
Well, Tick Tick. I met with Tick Tick. Well, I hid in front of my door and I caught Tick Tick dropping off another gift. It was a broken egg. It's a thought that counts. But either way, he or they don't know what they want to go by. Tick Tick wanted to meet at his location, but I fear he was fearing that people were after him. People, maybe robots, maybe other human beings. So if we do go, I want to make sure that we don't compromise his safe space.
So you're saying that the newly sentient robot has paranoia?
I mean, people have been after, I don't know if it's paranoia. I mean, we chase after this robot. I don't think in the way that people feel with everything going on, I don't think he's
That's fair.
I
paranoid.
have to agree with Ruben here. I don't think it's
That's
paranoia
fair.
if you are actually being chased by people.
That's fair.
So, but I think you have good questions though, Adrian. Adrian. So I think I want to meet him, but I'm just scared that we might. If we can find a sneaky way to do it, I think, because you guys are all pretty smart and
There
crafty.
might not be any power tomorrow. It might be easier than you think.
I mean, I know where he stays. I'm the one who found him out in the woods. I know that's where he's at. So I mean, we could always, instead of having to risk bringing him in, you could have always just we could meet him out there.
Well,
Yeah,
that's what I think. That's a safe spot. I think that's where he said to meet.
Oh, you think it's the same place? Is it the same place, Scott?
I think so because I think
Yeah,
I think
that's
he
what he called his
referenced
home.
note saying Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It says he
Yes,
lives.
Okay.
hmm
I think it was a different location.
Yeah, no, in that bathtub.
What was that, Riker? What did you?
I know. I just went back in time, erased that.
Can I retcon something real quick, Scott?
Depends on what it is.
Just during the school day at some point yesterday, Ruben, Adrian went in and tried to find a copy of Utes the Mountain People within the school's library.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not
No?
gonna take it
Okay.
back. No.
Okay.
And
Oh yes, I mean,
you- so go on.
I was gonna say because I didn't know. So is that so? Everyone is okay to go? Everyone is.
It seems important.
Yeah, we can go. Yeah, you need a wingman? I'm your wing.
Yes, I-
Come on.
All right.
Never had a
Let's-
wingman before, so that'd be team. Yes, Team Hunter
All
and
right,
Team
let's-
Ruben.
Let's keep going to the sounds. Who knows how much time we have?
Right.
I'm assuming we're walking this whole
Well,
time.
we've been
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah,
I feel like
we've
we've
been
walking the whole
talking.
time.
We've been talking the
We
entire
just
time.
stopped.
Yeah.
We stopped in the
Yeah.
spot for an hour.
And-
Like
Yeah,
as we're walking, it's the robot's like eyes still like following us.
Oh yeah, but it
or-
turned its lights off, so
Oh.
you can just barely see a little sliver of the moonlight on it. It's just in a spot where it can't not be in the moonlight and be plugged in. There's just a little bit between the buildings, and you continue on your way, and you still hear sirens, but they seem to have mostly stopped moving, and they're just in one area. And you get a couple more blocks, and you realize you're heading almost directly to the police station.
Before we get there, I'm gonna walk up to Finny really quickly.
Sure.
Finny,
She's probably at the lead actually because
walk up. We'll walk up.
yeah, because everyone
are
started
you-
slacking, so she started just pushing and the momentum.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, like the and like the track, like the rap or whatever is keeping pace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since you're
she's-
leading, I'm far behind.
Are you okay? I mean, I think you said your dad might be involved, and I just wanted to see if you were, because that might.
She just sort of shrugs like, well, I'm out of soda, but I mean, I could worry, but I don't even know if he's hurt or anything, so I'm just gonna be calm.
That's true. And he seems to be a smart person. I mean, so hopefully he'll be okay. But I just want to make sure that you were okay, which you definitely seem to be. So
And you turn a corner, and suddenly there's the lights of cars of police cars about 2 blocks down. They have their flashers on, and they have their lights on. But you also see people walking that direction, or it seems like people are heading that way on foot also. This is the first time you've seen enough light to actually just see. It's still dark because you're so far away, but there's light up ahead.
I turn to the group. I'm like, okay, who's actually good at sneaking around?
Not me.
I used to be when I was younger.
I've developed a skill.
What would that be? Would that be body move, Scott?
No, there's
Body
a
sneak.
Sneaking.
Sneak.
There's a
Sneak.
sneak.
Yeah, it sneaks.
Yeah.
I have a 6.
Oh yeah, I have a 7.
You have a set? Oh,
Okay.
I have no sneak.
I
Should
just
we?
got
I
a
mean,
5.
could one of us just should we just maybe ask an officer kind of farther away, just maybe to see what they know?
You know
Would
what?
that be-
Let's do.
Ruben. Why don't you and I do that, and
Yeah.
give everyone else an opportunity to try to.
Then yeah, you and Ruben and Adrian can do the charismatic part, and then Riker and I can sneak around, and then Hunter and Sia. Whatever you want to do.
I mean, I said I could sneak too. I developed this quite skill in recent years.
Okay.
Well, that's, we could
I
be
mean-
3 and 3.
So we'll
Okay,
have
yeah,
we'll
okay,
take Hunter
yes,
with us. We'll
yes.
take Hunter
Yeah,
with us.
team-
You guys take
Team
Riker.
charisma.
It is good.
and team
Yeah.
stealth.
Okay.
Wow, no one's ever called me charismatic before, but okay. Well,
You are Rubes.
You.
Ruben,
You're already-
you have look at your friends. Of
Charm.
course your friends.
You're a real one, Ruben.
Charm out of every pore, my friend.
He does. He tries to do like a smooth smile that he's seen like Hunter kind of do. That kind of like.
Yeah.
Work on it. It's almost there. It's
Is
almost
this-
there.
I'll
No,
keep
I
trying.
feel it. I feel it. No,
You
no, it's
almost have
there.
it. You almost have it. I mean, he's trying to match your level, dude. That's a little, let's be.
No,
This is a
you know
master.
what? I dig it. You're taking baby steps, and you know what? You take baby steps, and then you run. There you go. Come on.
Yep. Here we go.
Yeah, I see. It's already like she put up her hoodie, now just covering everything, and is going.
All right.
And
So,
we'll meet back here.
Yeah.
okay, the
Yep.
sneaking group and the charismatic group, where are you each going?
I guess we are going to go. Serafina would just go where she knows that she can have cover, and then look over and see like what's happening.
So
She's doing recon.
Trying to get closer to the police
Adrian-
station at this point
Yeah.
right now.
Adrian is trying to figure out where, kind of like sitting back and looking, where's kind of like an outlier where they can pull one guy just a little bit to the side enough to give everyone else an opportunity.
All right. So you see there are even more people starting to come down this street, but the best place to sneak is along the edges of the buildings, and then there are little alleyways that duck in between some of them. As you're moving about, as you start moving, you hear another pop like a transformer, but it's right next to the police station. And you see a light flash, Adrian, and the generator seems to have blown. And then even the police station's lights go down.
It's not supposed to do that.
Is that where they're?
Someone's. My
Somebody's
money's on
on-
that's where RS is. And I think the robots are overlooking the generator to get them out. Because that generator shouldn't just blow like that.
Oh well.
Mhm.
Okay. Well,
I almost
I
want
don't-
to tell everyone back off from this. If this might be more dangerous than we actually think it is. If they're able to overload a generator like that, this is serious. Like they've shut down the entire city's electricity.
So the sneaking
That's
group
true.
is Finney, Sia,
Mm-hmm.
Riker.
and Riker, right? So you
Mhm.
guys
Yes.
had snuck off a little bit, and Adrian, Ruben, and Hunter, you're back talking about this when you see them kind of hit the side of a wall, and they really do disappear right into the wall. I mean, you know where they went, so because you had a little bit of light from the police cars down the road, but the shadows are long and deep because that's the only point of light. Where are the sneakers going? You come to an alleyway almost immediately at the corner. Or you can continue straight up.
I just want to continue to try to get like
Police station, right?
why are they gathering here?
Yeah, trying to overhear conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you hear people saying maybe they'll be able to tell us what's going on or what to do. We can't stay in the house. There's no air conditioning and nothing's working. They have to have news, and you can tell that people are just sort of coming here because they don't know where to go and they want to get information.
I think Sia's going to try and aim for if there's like a police car nearby or like a policeman where I'm hearing chatter on their like radios and stuff.
Yeah, you can hear chatter. You can even hear police. There's policemen out there like, no, you can't go in right now. We're having some problems with the electric all over the place. You can rest. You can sit down over there on the street. As soon as we get power back, we can have a conversation or figure out what's going on. But the utility company is on their way in to start taking care of this already. So there's not a lot we can do, and there's not a lot of help that we can offer at the moment. And people are just sort of being corralled into an area, and there are people bringing chairs and stuff for the elderly out from the police station, and they're using flashlights. Like there's no light inside either, except you see a little bit of the red like emergency lights in there.
Got.
Yes.
Have I been to this police station before? Being a street kid and
You've been around it. You've never been in it.
So I wouldn't know where like the holding cells or anything are on the side of the building from outside.
I don't think so.
Because I'm trying to look around the walls to see if maybe they're trying to get in from a different side of the building. Obviously, everybody's in the front. If I was trying to do this road, I want people distracted. So if they're trying to get him out or get inside there, then they're probably going in from the side or the back. So that's where I would like to look, and I would kind of nudge you guys, like, let's see if there's anything over here. But
I'll follow.
All right, so you sneak out to one of the alleys to get around this well-lit main street. And you come back around the other side, and you can see the side of the police station. And there is a police car on the corner here. Can I get an investigate roll from the three of you?
Come on, guys. Successes.
I believe.
I want a 3 success roll from somebody.
I want 3
4.
success rolls.
I want 4. Yes.
Nope. We're focused on our sneaking.
I got one. I got one.
You got one.
Okay,
one.
Riker. All right. Man, I never
Riker,
roll.
The police is out here, and he hears like a bang over in a direction, not quite where you are, but nearish you. And he looks over there, and a flashlight goes there. And when the flashlight, it doesn't see you or anything, but it comes back. It didn't see anything. And then your eyes adjust, and behind him, by the building, you see movement in this darkness. There's some light from the car, and there's some pretty mechanical looking motion heading away from the building.
I'm going to nudge him and say, this way, this way. I'm going to try to see if we can move and follow and catch up.
Okay. Yeah, I'll follow you.
And the movement is fairly quick. It's not like running, but it's pretty good movement. It's either a group of people or a really big thing, whatever it is. Because the light just doesn't allow you to really get more of a shape. It's pretty amorphous. And then you follow it for a bit, and you see lights turn on for a moment and look down a couple of streets. And they're really weird red lights. They're not bright. And one of the lights fixes on you for a moment. And then they continue down the road. But it seemed to fix on a lot of places. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was just that area you were in. Back where the other three of you are, you see all this activity, and the police are just sort of trying to direct and corral people to take a seat and relax, because there's really nothing they can do for them at the moment. And they're leaving their car lights on to give them all light. So
Is there anyone from Craft? Is there anyone? There's no one from Crafter, right? Because I glance around, there's no one from there, correct? If possible, I want to look around and see.
Wait, are you in the sneaking group or in the?
No.
No,
Well, I'm
Charisma
with us.
Oh, okay.
We're in the cruiser group. Let's see if it's anyone over here.
Actually, there is someone from Crafter there.
Danielson?
There are a couple of people from Crafter there. They're just sort of milling about outside the building, chatting, and they have Crafter logos and stuff on their shirts, and they're sitting with a police officer and just not in the building because it's dark.
That's interesting.
Should we talk to, them possibly, or maybe listen in possibly?
I'd rather listen in than talk to them.
Sure, because they probably do know us now, especially with what happened.
Probably not.
Maybe. Okay.
They probably don't even want to talk to us.
True.
I'm more interested in trying to get, here. Are we close enough to any of the cars to pick up any overhear anything from the radio?
Yeah, you can hear
from the
them.
radios.
Yeah, they're talking about what intersections they have police at, that utility crews are now on site trying to fix some of the issues with the transformers. They don't know what happened. It must have been quite a power surge to cause all the transformers in the city to blow all at one time. They don't know. They don't understand it. But the utility crews are out now in the field trying to correct some of these problems.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the police actually seem relatively calm, because it doesn't seem like a particularly high danger thing going on. More a concern for public safety, of people being out and about in the dark. You know, they could be in a car accident or something pretty easily, that kind of stuff. But not like, they don't feel like they don't seem antsy and all that. They seem relatively calm. They're even talking to people that come up, you know, yeah, you got to sit down. You can either go home or you can sit here, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, there's a lot of police and civilian people here within the police perimeter, probably people who are working in the station or were at the station for some reason. And then all the people that are out here were people who were not involved in the police station. And a lot of people within the perimeter, you know, over time, they start to head home. They're told they can go home, kind of stuff.
They must not be too worried about us escaping, or they must have it pretty well secured for the way everyone's acting.
Really random question for you, Scott. Do I happen to know what area of town Chris lives in?
Yeah, you know right where he lives.
Cool.
I just see Adrian make a face. Like, I imagine Adrian just like makes his faces when he's like in this
So are
So I'm just
any
waiting
of
for it.
are any of the police cruisers less attended?
This is how we go to jail.
This is how Adrian goes to jail.
There's a
Go back to the big house.
all of the police cruisers have a police officer near them, but most of them are dealing
Right.
with guiding people around.
Right. No, this is too dumb to do it here. I'll do it at home because I have a radio hookup. But oh fuck,
The group
I can
that's
power it off
sneaking,
with my leg. It's fine.
the group that's
Are you-
sneaking, you are
Yes.
He's saying all this stuff out loud. He is saying this out loud.
okay. The group that's sneaking about, you are following along, and you see there's a light coming from inside a fence. It's not a strong light, but it is a light, maybe a flashlight or something, or maybe a strong flashlight. And one of these things pulls the fence open, and it has a mechanical arm, like a prong arm. And when they get into the light, you see there's a group of a bunch of robots here, all moving into, and who would know this area? Probably Riker might know this area. This is the edge of the flood zone, and this was a junkyard that was closed because it was flooded. And they go in, and they even look around suspiciously while they're doing it. And then they close the gate, and the light goes off.
Robots are.
Can I get an investigation check from the three of you that are there?
Yeah.
Sorry, Blake, were you saying you couldn't hear me?
I didn't know if you were talking or not. You were
Oh, no, I
making
didn't
your
hear
mouth
you.
was moving before, so you're good.
Oh, I
I'm
was
sorry.
talking, so it didn't hear me.
Oh, so now we can, yeah.
I was whispering to the others. I guess my mic doesn't pick. I was saying, what the hell is this? I think we found where the robots live. Anyways, you said investigate, right?
Yes.
Go
The dice are not your friends tonight.
She never rolls well in investigation. It's so frustrating because it's one of her best things.
See, you
I know.
notice that they're all carrying boxes or stuff. You know, some not necessarily square things, but they're all carrying things.
Well, they're carrying a bunch of stuff. I wonder if they were going out for supplies or something.
What would they need supplies for? They don't eat.
No, but they might need to repair themselves. Like, what if somebody like injured one of them when they were getting away, and they need like a new limb or something?
And I mean, don't forget, we were told that Death Robot did eat metal.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to do this to keep him from eating them. Maybe they're like bringing metal for him. Who knows? It could be a lot of things.
Do we see where the robots came from? Like, did they come from the police station?
Yeah, they came directly from the police station to here, and this was
Well,
multiple
like-
blocks away.
Why would the police station have the parts that they need?
I mean, standard police equipment's all metal. Maybe any of the radio stuff.
What if they ripped apart our first robot friend and they were bringing the pieces of him back to see if they can fix him?
It's true, the police could have taken him apart already. It's been a few
I think
days.
that's more accurate. I'm putting my money on Riker's theory.
And then the lights in the city, in this area, including the police station, go on.
We should back off. Don't want them to spot us.
You're right.
Yeah, let's go back to the spot.
As you back out, you see from the back side of the junkyard, the robots are. You see them as robots now, and they're leaving, and there's more of them than you had seen before going in. There's like 8 of them.
And they're all like leaving the junkyard?
Yes, from another entrance, but they're heading towards into the edge, which is the flood area. Can I get an investigation check from the 3 of you?
Yeah, I was considering maybe still following them. But I'm not sure yet.
Come on, Tiffany. It's gonna be a good roll. It's gonna be a good
One
one.
success.
See, you see half of the outer shell of RS.
I got
And what
two.
does
And you
Finney
direct-
see with 2?
Oh,
Yeah, I got one too.
and Riker sees it too. Wait, did you get one? Oh yeah, you all got successes that time. Yeah, you all see one
Lights are
half
on.
of the outer shell of
Mhm.
of RS. It is empty. It's just a half of its metal body plate, and they're all carrying stuff and parts and boxes, and they're actually moving in a very paranoid fashion. They are looking around corners. They're peering before they cross anything until they hit the edge of the street that is the last bastion of non-flooded area, which is only
I
a
think we should
block.
follow him. I think we should follow him.
Think so?
Yeah.
It's a lot of robots to follow.
Well, we follow them till we can't follow them. Like if they go into the water or anything like that,
Yeah.
we turn them back then. 'Cause I don't
I
know
mean,
if
they
that's
haven't
bad.
noticed us yet.
The other 3, you are at the police station, and people start standing up, and they just start heading home. Like there's enough light that they can start getting about, and the police are, they're directing them away and all that, and light goes on inside the police station, and you see the 2 crafted people and the police officer they're talking to. They mill about, chat about for a few minutes. They started heading in. They were smoking and just doing nothing. The 3 of you are standing there, and a few minutes later, the crafted people come running out.
Okay, where do they bolt to? So they just like
They bolt out
where
to
they-
a couple police. Somebody broke in while this was going on. They stole They stole evidence. And then suddenly the
Oh,
police are not so casual. And you see them start changing their minds on people heading home. And they start trying to corral them instead. Hold on, we have questions for all of you.
I tap Hunter
Yeah.
and Ruben and
Yeah, it's like,
start making our way
we
out.
should
'Cause
bounce.
We're far enough. Yeah, we need to bounce at least a little bit.
Yeah.
We need to make sure. God, where the fuck are they though? I thought they were just doing a quick look around and we'd be
Yeah,
back.
because we got to our spot and just see no one. Just like, well, maybe something happened to them. They wouldn't just not come back. Should we try to go in their direction?
A minute or two
Well-
later, you hear sirens from the rest of the city start lighting up again. The sounds of
Should
them.
we? I think we got to just take off in their direction.
No.
In their direction, is it crowded? There's lots of people there too. Like in the direction that we just know that they went, is it full of people now too with the light on? Is it
No,
like
actually, the direction they
hectic?
went, there is light in that area, but the most of the area is what was called the edge, and it was the area where the flood was pretty severe, and it's mostly abandoned at this point. Very little left there.
If only we had a device that we could just reach out to them with. Okay. So you want to stay, Adrian or Hunter? What are we? Are we going to try to go after them, or what is the?
No, we gotta wait for
We
them,
can't.
right?
We have.
Okay.
We need to at least pull back a couple more blocks, and
Okay. I'm just worried.
I am too. But at this point, we have a better chance of drawing attention to them if we try to go after them.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
I have them every once in a while.
You have them all the time. I think you'd be
Incorrect,
great at
sorry.
teaching.
But
No.
they
God, no. Teach me. You kidding?
I mean, you help out a lot of people and you know how to talk to people, so I don't think it's that. I don't know.
Sia, you notice as you guys are running the buzzing sound you had seen before, and it's behind you. The dragonfly sound.
I'll slow my pace back from Riker and Finney, like seeming like I'm just trying to adjust my position, but then I will slow more back and see if I can get a look on that.
All right. The two of you are moving forward. Sia backs up a bit. What do you do, Sia, when you it doesn't land on you or anything. You don't feel it land on you.
And it's just like now fluttering there, or is it fluttering about and
it's
going
hovering.
to chase Riker?
It's hovering. And the other two of you, you notice that the robots ahead of you stop and turn around.
We forgot about their communication.
And suddenly they bolt for the edge. And the dragonfly takes off with them.
Not your enemy.
I just slow it all. I just stand up because I imagine we were like crouching, and
Yeah.
well, that confirms that the dragonflies are their surveillance.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if something happens and we get caught out here, we're out here looking for my dad. So we didn't see any of this stuff. Just came out here to see if we can find any signs of my dad after what we found, last week.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be our story.
We should probably get back to the others since we won't catch the bots.
Yeah.
Where were the three of you going? You were following that direction a little bit, you said, but then you stopped, I think, right?
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just a little bit.
And as you
And
stop, you
as
see
we
them
were
coming
waiting-
up the streets. Go on.
As we were waiting, I imagine just I would be asking Hunter to shake off nerves about like his prison experience because I'm worried about the group stuff. He just act just like,
He
oh, so
didn't
how did?
go to prison, Ruben.
But he
He didn't go to. He spent a night in jail.
don't worry, I got off easy. Like,
Yeah.
for
you
good,
Yeah,
did.
they
good
got the-
behavior.
Yeah, you did. He had an uncomfortable night with a bunch of 45-year-old sweaty man.
No, it was worse than that. There was gangsters, there was thugs, and I'm
Okay,
like,
this is Boulder City, Nevada. How many thugs do you think are in this city?
they're not in the city. They're in prison, where I was last
Where I was.
We're in jail.
Well, the most dangerous one's not there because we know Savage is with us. So
Yeah, she is.
And you're arguing about this,
Besides-
and you see the other three turn the corner and see you, and you see them. It's like, you know,
Are you
Riker,
saying
tell
about
him
me?
he did- Tell him he did
boys,
not go to prison, please.
He's too soft for prison.
That's what I
Couldn't handle
said.
prison.
It's tough
couldn't
in the
handle
big
prison.
house.
I'm gonna-
Riker just walks. Riker walks up and like hits like Hunter in the forehead. Not a hard, just like a knock
Yeah.
it off.
Mhm.
You have not been to prison, dude. Holding cell one
All right.
night is not prison.
Not the same.
Not with our group. You want to do that with your friends?
I don't care if you do the football team. Go right the fuck ahead. But here,
Okay.
come on, man. Let's be honest. If anyone's going to go to prison, it's going to be me. But that's beside the point.
and you're
That's
at
not
the corner
good.
of a street, and you see that robot you had seen earlier duck down an alleyway heading towards the three that weren't following the others. You realize it's heading towards the edge.
and there's no
Looks like he's
and there's
gonna
no
go
else
take a swim.
and there's no other blocking him,
The
right?
edges
So we
aren't
see him
always
go
flooded
alone.
all the time, everywhere. But
Should we
maybe.
follow him just to make sure nobody like catches him?
Oh, well, I think we could see some what they were, couldn't we? Like, do we see anyone kind of like track it, follow him?
Do
from
we?
here, or
Okay.
just-
No. Not being this so cold. Do we want to risk one of us getting caught and put into overnight questioning and holding to make sure the robot gets
Oh.
there okay?
Oh no. I don't know if I
Also,
can
we
do-
already know they're being surveilled. Like, they're surveying each other. They're keeping tabs.
And
I don't know.
They're
Man. I don't know
already
if I
on
could
high-
do overnight. I don't know if I could do a night in.
You know,
on a
I
holding
believe
cell
in you.
because the
I believe
prison
in you.
time. The prison.
Are
it's
time.
there-
just it's so
Hey,
long
you
in
know-
prison for it.
You know what? Big
Because
house
they're
is
already in. They're already on a super heightened state because crafted guys came running out saying evidence has been stolen. So which I'm assuming means that
Yeah,
RS
the
got out.
robots were carrying a ton of parts and wrapped up things. So it must be if RS or maybe multiple robots they may have collected.
It-
Yeah, we think they
what
came to
what
collect.
do you mean?
We saw
RS is
the
in pieces.
we saw the shell of RS. We saw, them holding other things, other parts. So
The
Ruben
dragonflies
kind of deflates a little bit.
communicate with them too.
yeah,
Just in case
because
So-
once I noticed it,
Like-
the others seemed to panic and ran into the water.
They didn't go into
How
the
do they
water.
do
They
that
were
without
heading into the edge
no wire?
area. They were running beach along. There's like a beachy area that runs along. This is the
It has
desert,
to be a
so
radio transmission.
they're running along that.
If it's a
If
radio
they have
transmission, we could
surveillance,
probably
then-
intercept it. If it's a radio
True.
signal, we could block it.
And
Pretty
then maybe
easy.
that robot's okay if they have, because it should be able to tell them where not to go.
Yeah, we
I've
already
seen them.
spooked them. They're going to be on high alert.
Well, I mean,
I
yeah,
think-
yeah,
So
and-
hopefully, at least hopefully this will go where they're going. But
I think we
feel more
should
comfortable.
hold off and talk to Tick Tick tomorrow, see why he disconnected.
Do we want to have another go at watching Akira tonight? I don't feel comfortable. Never mind. Power's back on. So yeah, do we want to give it another go watching Akira tonight? I don't particularly want any of us to be alone after this bullshit.
Maybe not the failed Akira attempt, but maybe something else. It's too soon.
It's a great movie, though.
Didn't we want to watch
You know what?
Karate Boy?
I do have Karate Boy.
That movie?
Do you
That's
have
a
do you have the
crime
sequel,
against
Karate-
humanity.
Karate
Are
Man?
you-
Look,
What we
will
do
watch-
is we
will
watch it
Karate
muted.
Kid after.
We watch
Hey,
Karate Boy
alright.
muted and do our own voiceovers.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh,
Karate
I like
Boy's
it.
not that bad
I
though.
could stomach it.
Oh, Karate.
Because you've never seen Karate
Ruben,
Kid.
buddy,
God.
No.
buddy.
Well,
Okay, we will do a palate cleanser of Karate Kid after Karate Boy.
it
Fair.
might just
There we
be
Now
might
you
You
just
have
be
to see the
nostalgia.
worst. You have to see the worst
No.
before you can appreciate the best.
Yeah.
I
There you
guess.
go.
Yeah. It's just a good. It might be nostalgia. It's a good memory. It's the first time my dad and I did something together. More so, we
That's
never
fair,
really
and
did
I'm not
much until
knocking.
that
I'm not
movie.
knocking you. I'm not knocking your
You know what?
films.
Yeah.
You know,
I
we don't
do like
that
a lot
here.
of movies that most people think are trash. So don't let our words
mean,
hinder anything.
We can watch this. Have you guys
I-
seen the sequel, Karate Man or Karate Woman? After that, there's a slew of movies. We
If
can
you
watch
want,
the other
course.
ones.
I mean, if you want an actual good actual good martial arts movies about a woman, watch Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Great
Oh.
movie. Great
Go on.
movie.
All right, so I guess we're all watching movies. Okay, that's
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
You head home.
I want to try some stuff while it's going on.
You get home. Everyone chills. What are you doing, Adrian? I have a feeling you're not chilling.
Adrian is not chilling. Adrian gets the movie set up. He goes over to his workbench. He gets
Your leg is
he-
almost out of power.
perfect. He goes ahead, powers back on anyways. It's fine. Unplugs it, plugs it back in. Goes to his computer, boots everything up. Pulls out a microphone, and you see him go into his closet and pull out a radio transmitter. Dusts it off, sets it up next to it, boots everything up, plugs the microphone first into his computer, and then from the computer into the radio. You see him do a couple tests to modulate his voice so it still sounds natural but doesn't sound like him anymore, because it sounds a little bit older. And then you see him lean over, broadcasting to all frequencies. We have and he would not be pausing, he'd just go and have it. We have a 420C in progress, and he gives the location for Chris's address. Be warned, assailant is considered armed and dangerous, potentially including on narcotics. Repeats that 2 or 3 times. Confirm.
Confirm. This is 7:14. We're on our way, and they start moving, and you hear a response.
Disconnects everything.
Why does
Well,
a
you see, my
robot
friend-
need weed?
It's see, 420Z is attempted homicide.
Nice.
So now that you've done that,
And Chris is
what are you doing next? The results of that,
relaxing.
You won't know that for a bit.
Yeah, relaxing.
All right. So the rest of you, you're all watching the movie and everything, and the night goes relatively calm. There's not a whole lot of things happening here.
Ruben, is Karate Boy as good as you remember it being, or is it the nostalgia?
well, this is Karate Man, so we're actually on the sequel. So
The 1 hour made for TV.
Yeah. Right.
1.5 hours actually. They give me even more
Oh.
time.
Yo,
So-
this
Oh.
blows.
Hunter.
Yeah.
We're giving him his, and then we're gonna watch Karate Kid after. It'll be okay.
Usually Serafina will like take a notebook and start like actually
There's no
just
notes.
like sketching out like their like arrangement of shots, the composition of the shots, and she
There's
just
nothing
like
to sketch.
yeah, she just like throws her notebook on the ground like
And
Look, how about
do you have any
this?
more weed brownies? Like I
First
think
things
I
first, there's always weed brownies. Second thing is, why don't you take notes on what not to do? Why did the scenes not work?
oh okay, that's a good point. But I still want weed brownies.
Giving her homework.
I'm not giving her homework. I'm trying to encourage her to be what she wants to be.
And you know what's funny is Riker's just watching this because he's already been eating the weed brownies because we have it on mute, and you guys are
Oh,
doing
yeah.
this because we were doing like, and then you guys got off, but he's looking at it like they're really sounding just like that.
The mouth flaps actually match up to what
Yeah.
we've been saying.
Wow.
it takes
How
a
are they?
few-
How are
it
they
takes a
doing
few
that?
hours before the last pair of eyes closes, and you're just asleep around the room, except Adrian. You hear blip on your computer. Hey, yo, you there?
Do I know the voice?
It's
Or
not
is
a
it a-
voice. It's text.
Oh, yes, yeah.
It's messaging.
What's the handle?
It is. Hold on, I gotta get that stuff. You always ask me those things.
Yeah, because Adrian's a paranoid little fucker.
It's Juicy Robots 10.
Juicy robot. Robots are juicy. 101.
Is it P5CH0P0?
No. It is. It is Noobzilla in 00B dash capital K ILLA, capital L, lowercase a. So Noob Killa.
Killa, what are you doing? Killa, what's up?
Dude, there's something weird going on. The internet the internet's acting weird around here. Have you been able to log on and without any issue?
I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Have you gone onto the web, not just messaging like this? And you know that there are different protocols for these things.
Right. First things first. What's going on?
I don't know. Something happened at the police station, and suddenly the web just sort of went wonkers around here. Like, I don't know. Maybe somebody was breaking in and into the, like, not just the police station, but maybe into the communication systems around here, shutting down systems as much as they can.
Did you set back up and refresh your IPs? Did you go back and change out your protocols?
I'm a noob killer.
Oh, whatever you say, Dwayne.
Dude, you're not supposed to do that. You don't out people.
You first things first. You think that this is a regular encrypted message? Nothing I do is regular encryption. Second things, cool your tits. Let me take a look at it before you do anything else. I don't want you to break my internet. Goes in, and if anyone was to wake up, they'd hear just typing as Adrian is doing a deep dive on what's going on.
And you're not seeing the web showing. It seems to be actually down.
Don't like that. He's going to very quietly roll his chair over to Sia. Hey.
Mm-hmm. I think she was already like waking up because she can hear your grunts, and she's been alone for a while in her house. So she's like, "Yeah, what's up?"
I think I need to use your mom's computer. The web's gone.
Okay. And she's like, "What?" Shit. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Let everyone else sleep. This shouldn't take long. I just want to do a quick check on DARPA to see if anything's on there. And I don't have any web access on mine, and I'm a little worried to use my rig on DARPA right now. Even with my back door, I'm going to not use that one anymore. I need to reset
it. Right. Pack what you need. Just let me leave a note at least in case someone does wake up.
Let me grab my leg real quick.
All right. And we're going to fade to black, fade up over at Sia's house. We don't need to have all that transport. And you're sitting in front of the computer. All
right.
Fire it up.
Do the exact same things last time. Sets up his user account, hops right into DARPANET. Not hacking into anything, just doing a general scroll over the top, checking for updates, checking for bulletins that have been sent out in mass.
There's a lot of conversation about what happened to the node, to the Boulder City node. Apparently, there was a big problem last night when the transformers went down. It brought down the power that was controlling the physical node where the cable came in here. And Boulder City's not really on satellite yet. So
projected uptime.
There's no projected uptime yet. But you do hear them saying, it should be up sometime today. The only things working right now, obviously, are us, and apparently LoopNet is working too, although I don't have access, but a friend of mine told me it's up. So, I know there's some things going on. There's some access happening somehow.
And again, not not making a single wave, just watching all of this stuff happen.
Yeah, you think you're actually hearing researchers, like actual researchers, computer researchers and whatnot, talking about this. And they're saying we need to document this because if this can happen here, it could happen in almost any city that's not properly and fully connected. When the loop disaster happened, it really brought down a lot of redundancies that have never been replaced because the city won't spend any money. So we need to make sure that we correct this and show how this is a vulnerability that we need to address. And they're all like chatting about this and in more scientific terms than I, of course.
I'm making notes to give to Finny to give to her father on the side.
Okay.
As well as, some adjustments just from what they're saying, plus Adrian's knowledge of the other side of the internet about, what would be the best way to actually make a secure network in Boulder City.
Okay.
And then closing everything down, deleting his user account, deleting the uptime off of the machine, maybe make our way back.
Okay. And the two of you get back. Everyone starts waking up. It's now starting to become light is not only streaming in, it is pouring in because it's like 10 a.m. by this time. And people start to
Wait, when's my
open their eyes.
When's my therapy session or
At 11. Okay. If it's happening today.
You guys might want to call your parents real quick, just let them know, hey, you were here, you're safe with the power outage and everything. My place was closer, it was your one, blah, 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 blah. Hunter, maybe tell your dad you didn't get into trouble last night.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah. And I'll call my dad and be like, and tell him about all this stuff that's like happened. Well, like, like the whole blackout, and just went over to Adrian's because it's closer.
Well, I'm glad you finally called. We've only been up all night worried about you. So I see your record of maturity is still intact. Are your friends okay?
Yeah, no, everyone's good. Everyone's safe. We're just, well, last night was just crazy. Everyone's all riled up.
True. It was crazy.
There was police officers all about, and I told myself, I was like, I can't go back to the big house. I'm gonna lay low.
And you hear
in the background, we're like, no.
You hear your dad holding back a bit of a laugh. Like, yeah, you don't want to go to the big house, that's for sure. I noticed you left the book here that I left for you.
Oh, I was gonna break into it, but I gotta support my team. Even though I'm not playing, I still gotta support them, so
I respect that.
Yeah, I'm that book, yeah, it's got
your name all over it on a sticky note.
Yep. I gotta go. My rest of my friends are here. They gotta call up their parents, make sure everyone's safe.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you when I see you.
Tell him you love him. He's the best dad ever. And I'm like trying to say the most embarrassing things in the background.
Just shut up.
Tell Sia I really appreciate her. But I love you. Take care.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you're a child.
And
wait for Hunter to clear.
People
the
start
phone.
Waking up. You heard Sia yell across the room, and everyone popped up from the volume.
Good morning.
So,
but yes, I guess we'll all call our parents and then kind of end the day.
Well, I gotta call your dad to see if I have anything this afternoon.
Oh,
Why don't you just, while you're on the phone with while Ruben's on the phone with his parents, why don't you just, Ruben, why don't you say, hey, Sia has a question, Dad. Are you guys still on for meeting today?
It's more fun to make 2 separate calls, though.
Welcome,
I mean, I
Timbo.
guess, okay.
Thanks for
This
joining us
isn't
tonight.
your fucking phone bill.
Welcome, Timbo. Thanks for joining us
Exactly.
tonight with your raid.
Hey, thank you for the raid.
Hey.
Hey.
Yay!
Well, I guess that does make the most sense.
I mean, do you pay it or does
yeah.
your dad pay it?
Yeah. Not like you're paying it.
My dad's been not here.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Wait.
you see Adrian just
Oh.
goes real cold for a minute and just let me know when you all are done. He walks out the back door.
Hmm. I'm going to just hand Sia the phone because I'll quickly call. Like I'll make it quick because so it'll be like yes, Father, I'm fine. Sorry, I didn't
Oh, I'm so
call.
glad to hear your voice. I'm glad you're okay. I understand the blackout happened, but you gotta call me as soon as the phone lines come on. They came on earlier this morning. You're okay though?
Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm at Adrian's place.
Okay, good.
We're all safe. Everyone's
So-
you and Mom okay?
Yeah, we're fine. You all stayed together then, right? Like, make sure
Yes.
that was what's important. You stay together so no one gets hurt. Blackouts are
Yes,
dangerous.
Mhm. He hesitates on that as it goes like yes. Yes, anything can be dangerous. I'll be home later on. Do you mind if Sia asks you a question really quickly?
Sure. You can put her on if you want.
Okay. Thanks, Ed, and I love you.
Love
And
you
then I
too.
hand it to Sia. He says it loud and proud, damn it. And then he's gonna quickly go out to see where Adrian took off to after he hands Sia the
Okay.
phone.
You get the phone.
Hey, Dr. B, just wanted to check to see if I still have a session today.
You most certainly do. I did not give up on my patient just because of the darkness. We have light now.
Sounds
So,
pretty.
See you in an hour.
Okay, sure.
All right.
See you later, Dr. B.
Bye.
Oh, hang it up.
Hangs up. You go outside. Where'd you go, Adrian?
Adrian is just around the corner and he is just, you can see him very firmly trying to collect himself. And then he snaps, turns, and punches the wall hard enough to bloody his knuckle.
And
But I'd be
just as
at-
he punches the wall, Ruben, you turn the corner and see him.
Not right now.
Okay.
I appreciate it. I value you. Not right now.
He kind of looks and gives a nod and just says, yeah, I value you too. But please, take care of yourself. You're important too.
I
Can I
have an
walk off?
appointment. I have an appointment with your mother coming up. I'm doing the things that I need to do. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming to check on me.
You always had my back since we were kids, so I was
Yeah,
going
we've
to try to
always
return
had
that
each
favor.
other's. I appreciate that. We always have each other's back. You see him just start shaking his hand.
That was a good hit. I mean, that the balls.
Yeah, I don't punch how I used to. I'm a little out of shape with it now.
Well, you can always. I mean, Riker's teaching that class again. You can always take a class. I mean, I'm sure he would enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, he'd love throwing me around the dojo. I have no doubt about that. I might do it. I'm starting to lose what little shape I have left. I might actually take you up. This might not be the worst idea ever.
You know what? I will. I've never been there myself. I've never done that class myself. I will. If you do it, I will do it too.
Let's plan on that then. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do at least one class to see what we think about it, and then we'll go from there.
Sounds like a plan.
Finney, Slinger,
Give me
Karate Kid.
10 minutes. I'll be back in.
I got you. I'll get some. If you need some ice, I'll get some ice ready.
Yeah, just have it right down there for me.
The three of you, are you doing anything, that you need to take care of before we move on, or is there something you wanted to do or say, or?
Finney will call home after things calm down. She doesn't really expect anyone to answer, but
And your mom answers.
Oh,
Hey, Mom.
Hello? Finney, I'm so glad you're okay. Where have you been?
We ducked over to Adrian's house because it's closer.
Okay.
What about you? Where were you when it went down?
I was out. I was doing some stuff helping your father with just some work.
You were helping Dad with work?
Yeah, he needed something from me, so.
Is it the thing that he's being paranoid about? You guys are going after Crafter, right?
You know about that?
He came clean to me. She just kind of shifts phones. Yeah, I caught him at 6 a.m. the other day. He told me that he was gonna do something that might make him unemployed or have him lose position.
I don't think this is a place to talk about that. The phone is not necessarily a great. They're not
Fair.
secure.
Fair.
I left some boxes in your room from the garage. I wanted to clear out some of the space in the garage. Can you go through that stuff and see what you want to donate or keep or whatever? Just try not to keep all of it.
Yeah, I can do that. Are you gonna be home when I get back?
When are you gonna get back?
When are you gonna leave?
I'll be leaving before noon. It's like
I
2
can get
hours
home.
from now.
It's I can come home.
All right. Have you seen your brother around?
I think about the last time I saw him and tell her that. Not since then.
All right. Okay, well, I'll see you in a little while then.
All right. See you, Mom.
Bye.
Bye. She just pangs up and just kind of well, I didn't think they'd be so forthright with me. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go home and shower and stuff. So.
Okay. So we'll meet back at 2 p.m. somewhere.
Sure.
I guess
Where do we want to meet?
I guess we can meet here. I mean, Adrian's not here right now, but I don't know if he'd mind if we met just.
Do you want to meet at your house?
Okay. Yes, that would be fine too. Yeah. We can meet at my house.
Okay.
My parents would be excited. Wow.
It's true.
Yeah.
I do want to say Riker does not call his mom.
Okay. Typical.
Vinny heads out then.
All right, you all end up heading home.
So it would probably just go with Vinny at the same time because she has to get ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I get the ice right now. Wait till Adrian gets back to you guys and tell him the plan. Then I'll take off.
Okay. He comes in after a little while. You have the ice ready already.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Of course. I don't know what your plans are today, but we're going to meet at my house actually at 2 p.m.
At 2. Perfect. I will see you guys there.
All right. Well, be safe, everyone.
And you all head out. Finney and Sia, you're the first ones out because Sia's got an appointment in an hour, so she's kind of moving at a quick pace. And you're heading you walk in the same direction. You don't live that far from each other.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to talk about, or do you want me to move forward? Up to you.
I'll tell. Finny will mention it to Sia because she's like, so apparently my mom helped out my dad last night with
What?
with work. She had to get him something. I confronted her.
Wow.
I confronted her about Crafta, and she didn't deny it. So I'm gonna ask her about it when I get home. I don't know if it'll amount to anything, but
I mean, definitely interesting after all this time saying she's now working with your dad on something.
yeah,
Like, when was the last time you heard them doing anything together?
like 6 years ago. Could you not?
It must be super serious if they're like teaming up.
Yeah. I bet it's connected. Well, I'll give the team an update at 2 then.
All right.
All right. And I like pause a little bit, and then like she's like, do we hug now?
I mean, I'm always open to a hug from you, Finny. Whenever you need it.
She hugs you.
You got it, superstar.
Thanks. You're pretty tough too. So.
Oh, I had to go through a lot of bullshit. Still going through it. But
Did you hear from Cass at all?
yeah, I managed to catch him the other day. Actually, I didn't even get to tell you guys about it.
Hey, something.
Yeah, he's moving into Portland. He is for sure going to pick up Crafta. I told him to just watch our ethics because honestly, we don't need another member of the family jumping into shitty things. And told him to not come back.
Yeah. No reason to come back to Boulder City. People want to leave.
I think he's just worried about me, but honestly, it's better for me if he doesn't come.
I mean, if he can leave and be somewhere else and set up a home or, like a place for you to be, then
basically what I told him. Just to be a landing pad, right?
Yeah.
And hey, if I don't know where you've been applying for universities or anything, but you're welcome to tag along. I was considering doing like a road trip or whatever for a year just to figure things out, but happy to help you get where you need to go if there's anything issues with your parents taking you.
LA.
Cruise the coast.
Well, that's where all the good film schools are. Unless I want to go to France.
Hey, that would be pretty cool.
Or Italy. What? Totally.
Gelato.
Yeah, the main pool of Italy. The gelato.
And
yeah, so
as that awkward friend of we're being friends again, but we don't know how to say goodbye anymore.
Yeah, she's like, all right, I'll see you later.
Yeah, see ya.
Okay.
You go in, see you get changed and whatever. Finny, you get home, and as you're coming up, you hear yelling from inside.
I just is it like arguing or
it's arguing?
Oh, okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna like just crack open the door and then come inside, and she'll
and it stops dead when the door opens. And your dad, he's got his shirt off. He looks like he came out of the shower, has a towel on, and he turns and goes back in. I'm glad you're okay. I wish I had seen you last night to make sure you're all right. And then he goes in and closes the door. come here, baby. And she comes over and like, she's like, what? That's not, she doesn't say that much. She gives you a hug. I'm glad you're okay.
Hi.
I was worried about you last night. She started to say we, and she just ended it with like, I was worried about you last night.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good.
So, can we talk about Grafton here?
Honestly, I don't know, and I don't care. I mean, I only did the one. I just did something for your father last night to help him get a little of information he needed. That was it, and I'm done with that shit. How do you know about it? Why is he involving his daughter in something as risky and dangerous as this? That's not okay. That's not okay.
I was like, Mom, I'm not a moron. That's why.
No, you're an adolescent who could be put at risk by dumb maneuvers by your dumb father.
Dad didn't ask me to do anything. I just found out because I can put stuff together.
You're so smart. And she kind of runs her hand over your hair, like over your forehead. That brain of yours, it'll get you into great places, but can also get you into danger. Be careful. Kraft is not a good company.
Yeah, that's why I want to know what's happening.
Well, nothing's happening yet.
Yet. So there's a plan.
Not exactly yet. No. He'll figure it out. His secretary will probably tell him what his plan is, and then he'll do it. So I have to get going in a few minutes. I hope you don't mind. I have to head out. I left boxes in there for your brother and you and Leah. Make sure that you go through your stuff. That garage is full of crap from 10 years ago, and it's just taking up space. We can't even get both the cars in the garage now.
Yeah, I can go through the stuff.
All right. Are you hungry? There's some pancakes left over from
Yeah, I can eat pancakes.
Leah picked them up at Lum's, which is a diner that you know of.
Pop them in a toaster.
They're still warm.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. And she heads out, gets in their car, and drives off. Okay, go on.
I just grab some pancakes, and she doesn't get a plate per se. She just gets a pancake, wraps it in a paper towel, and then uses it as a wrap basically that to hold maybe it to hold syrup's too sticky. She'd get whipped cream and just go wrap it up. And then she's gonna go to she wants to check the garage out, but also the things in her room. So she'll go to her room first.
Yeah, there's some boxes put on your bed, and it has a little note on it that says, "Please go through these." The same things that she had already told you. And
all right, so I start unboxing them.
And you open
pancake in mouth.
What's funny is the first thing you see sitting on the top of one of the boxes is a little doll that you had in a little wedding dress next to a doll of a guy and a groom also in a wedding, a groom and a bride dolls.
She just smiles a little bit, recalls that this was a fantasy that Sia and her would play out, where Cassian and Leah got married and then they would become sisters for real, and it was just happy times for them.
Yeah, you and Savage are holding hands there, sitting in your bedroom playing with the dolls, and you're looking out the window and you see Leah and Cassian, and they're on the swing set that's not there anymore, but they're on the swing set and they're kind of You know how you swing sideways in a swing set instead of forward? And every time they swing towards each other close enough, they make a little smooch.
So precious.
And Sia's sitting there just sort of looking out the window with you.
They're so romantic.
I mean, they could do better at hiding it, though, because we can blatantly see them.
Yeah. You think they think they're being so sneaky, but
I know, right?
do you think our parents know?
I don't think mine do, but I know your mom's pretty smart.
Yeah, mom can be pretty smart, but sometimes she gets really caught up in work. So I don't know if she'd notice.
Yeah, that's true. We both have such workaholic parents. Ugh.
Yeah.
And
I just like flop on your bed.
And they stop. One of the two of them grabs the two chains to hold them together. And you see them kiss really hard. Like
frantically pat her on the
What?
look, it's like a movie. It's like that part where our parents always tell us to look away.
It's exactly that.
Oh, I want to embarrass him so bad as I'm ready to open the window.
I'm like,
and then Leah's head slides down onto his shoulder. And in the background,
I'm gonna do it.
In the background,
I just swing the window open, shouting, "Leah and Cassian sitting in a tree." Says ING.
Oh my gosh! And they hop up. Mind your own business. And they run off around the house.
Then take it in a room.
And you
Close the window.
And you find yourself holding that doll. Just kind of remembering back to it. And Leah is standing at the door looking at you, looking at the dolls. So that was me, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You hear mom and dad fighting?
I think the whole neighborhood heard them fighting. Do you know what it was about?
Whatever mom had to do last night. I don't know. I don't know. They're assholes.
Where were you last night?
I was
When it all went down? Yours at home?
My friends and I walked home in the dark. It was the darkest I've ever seen anything.
Yeah, I was at the game. Last few seconds of the game and went out. Sat around for a few minutes. Decided to leave.
Yeah, Dad was out there at the table. I don't know, marking up the map, that weird map he's got or something while he was drinking, and he fell asleep across it. When I got home, I saw him there, and